Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Unicross. So, new update introduces kind of their new way to make you pull in this game. It's all about reverse right now. We're in the darkness. Darkness, guys. Basically, everything is reverse right now. We got reverse boosters, reverse banner, and a reverse quest. I feel it's their way of doing it to make you want to pull more than you would have pulled before. You might look at the new quest and be like, oh, I can only complete it if I have this reverse medal, and that way you get to spend your jewels. So it's like a new kind of bait. But let's talk about these banners a little bit more detail, the medals itself again, just in case you are new, and let's break it down to where the point we are now, because these are our top tier medals currently. And right now, it doesn't really matter if you started now or before. You're kind of up to date no matter what. And looking at this whole update, I do believe that we are going to get an upgrade version of all this. We're going to get an upgrade booster very soon, upgrade banner very soon, and upgrade quest as well. It's kind of good. It's more content. Like I said before, if it's content, I like it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't seem that great, if it doesn't seem like it's worth it. It's something to do in the game that's besides polling and besides polling. So anyways, let's jump into this update together. The update itself, I did not talk about yesterday's update because I didn't want to make a video on just one thing, but I'm going to add it to this video right now, which is the Strong Warrior avatar boards, which look absolutely amazing, by the way. I love the armor on the male and the female. We got Skyrim vibes here. We got Viking vibes. We got Onion Knight vibes. We got that Legacy, Rogue Legacy kind of vibe as well. The armor just looks really, really good. The hairstyles, I actually like the male hairstyle. I've considered it one time during whenever. I was just like, I don't know. I watched the TV show Vikings and I really liked his hairstyle. I'm like, I really want to do that. But then I just kind of backed off, you know, Smelly didn't like that idea, so I kind of stopped. And I grew this hair instead. I grew grass. So anyways, talking about the avatar boards, the Strong Warrior avatar board is here for until the end of the month, guys. You have 12 days, 13 days to decide what you want to do with this. It's not for everyone. You don't have to buy every single avatar board that comes out. You don't have to get every single medal that comes out. So just remember that. You can skip stuff. But I'm going to give you some valuable information that lets you make that decision. So this doesn't apply to everyone. It only applies to this certain criteria. Now, when you look at avatar boards are the only way to get skills besides Coliseum. And Coliseum is only once a month for one certain skill, and you have to wait 30 days to actually for the Coliseum to end to get that skill. Where there is there is Coliseum boards that have some basic skills in there, but they're not good enough. You might pull an attack boost 1 or defense boost. That might not help you either. It's all about avatar boards. If you're new in the game is not just about pulling new medals and guilting them. Avatar boards are a big thing in this. There's also pullable version of skills. They're called skills or thrills to skill or skills to thrill. I butchered the name so many times because I made fun of them in the past. They were terrible. Now they're a lot better, but I believe it's skills to thrill. That's what the banner is called, and you'll pull medals and you get a skill for it. So there's another way to get them, but avatar boards are always the best value to get skills. You get 3 skills and a bunch of stuff, all for 2,500 jewels, which is a really good value. And you also get a cute new avatar, and in this case, new hair along with it, right? So we get SIDS, magic mirrors, magic brooms. Great to see magic brooms in every avatar board. It means free-to-play gets that much closer to having Fantasia Mickey Beast to gilt their new medals. Very important, but not a deciding factor. The thing that you guys want to realize is, do I need more skills? Now, when you go into my equipment, this is my free-to-play account, by the way. When you go into my equipment, my main damage dealers already have attack boost 4 max, SP gauge 0, attack boost 4 max on here, attack boost 5 max on here, and another attack boost 5 max over here. So when we look at these avatar boards, my setup is strong enough. I'm passing quests. I'm doing everything I need to do. I have my MVP medal for my high score challenge already, which is my final boss, Shion, and she has an attack boost max on it. You want to look at how many medals you have right now that have attack boost max and how many you have laying around in inventory. Currently, my account has 0 attack boost 5 maxes, which is the best attack boost at the moment in the game and are very important for high score challenges. Like right now, you can run an all DuckTales Keyblade setup, guilt one of those medals, put attack boost 5 max on it, go into the high score challenge, and you make top 5,000 easily. Top 1,000 currently. But If you don't have that attack boost 5 max, when the high score challenge comes around and there's no avatar board in sight, you're kind of screwed. You lost on that. You pulled all percentage medals. You have one of them gilted. They're going to be your MVP medal, but you don't have attack boost 5 max for it. That's high value right there. Having attack boost 5 max in the reserve, ready for a high score challenge at any time for any new medal, or you pull a new medal that's the best high score challenge MVP medal, you want an attack boost 5 max laying around in your inventory. Super, super important. I have had it many times where it happened to me. I was like, I got all my medals gilted. They all have skills. I'm passing all the quests. I don't need this. And I always forget, high score challenges come around. I don't have a skill ready if I have to make a new MVP medal because I pulled enough percentage medals like DuckTales. It's 1500 jewels guaranteed percentage. You want a full Keyblade of percentage medals to get the best score. So if you don't have attack boost 5 max, you're not going to get the best score. Super important. Another thing is, if you don't have a full Keyblade set up already, and you have all your gilted medals, you have attack boost 3s, attack boost 4s, and they're not max skills, I would definitely get this board for the attack boost 5 max, and even attack boost 4 max Lux Plus. Even though Lux Plus is there, you might want to save it for a rating medal. If you're not a raider, it's just a max skill. It's really, really good. So if you raid, it's automatically, you know, attack boost 4 max Lux Plus, very, very good. Attack boost 5 max, boom, 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 great value. Let's talk about the thing in the middle. Attack boost 3 max APP. Now, a lot of you guys are new. A lot of you guys don't have a way to restore your gauges. You missed the Dalmatians. You just joined and you just missed that. You don't have Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi illustrated version that restores 10 SP. You don't have Iago. You don't have anything that restores SP. AP plus, which is attack prize plus, is super important if you don't have a way to restore your SP. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to undo everything over here. I'm going to go down here, and this is what the skill looks like. That one right there. Click OK. I've done this strategy many, many times in my videos. If you don't have a way to restore your SP, make any medal in the game, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, doesn't matter. If it has extra attack, throw an APP on it. Now, if you watch my fights where I did the Phil's Cup, I use this Tifa here for that. She has extra attack. It doesn't matter the medal, doesn't matter how much strength, it doesn't matter if it's a level 100 out of 100, it does not matter if it's gilted, it just needs extra attack, and that's all that matters. Throw an APP on there. If you watch my Phil's Cup or anything I've done with this, you know that this restores a lot of SP. I didn't have a way of doing SP restore without using like a Tyree or the Iago, and I knew a lot of people didn't have that, so I made this strategy where you put extra attack on a medal. You can farm the farmable medals that are in story mode that are free, get extra attack on it, and put APP on it. That way you have 2 chances of attack prize plus activating to restore your SP. But here's why the one in the avatar board is really good. Here, this attack prize plus, this is not a max skill. Means this will not activate every single time. If this was a max skill, I would have had a better time in the Phil's Cup. That's guaranteed SP every turn. But because this is based on RNG, you need a lot of skill perk on your avatar, it doesn't happen that often. But in the case of this avatar board right now, if you're a person that doesn't have a way to restore your SP, but you do have a tier 1 medal that has extra attack on it, that attack boost 3 max and attack prize plus makes a lot of sense now. Attack boost 3 max is not up to date right now. As you guys can see, there's attack boost 4 max over there and attack boost 5 max. Better skills. The point is, I think this is the first time we've seen an attack prize plus with an attack boost max. Or it's been a while since we've seen one. We probably had attack boost 2 max or something like that that had an APP on it. I just never really paid attention to it because back then illustrated Kairi 2 was on a mercy pole. There was Iago showing up everywhere. I didn't really think of that strategy. But now that I've talked about the strategy, if you're new to the game, this is another reason this avatar board is really good for you. A medal with extra attack and attack boost 3 max APP. A little bit of damage, but definitely a way to restore your SP guaranteed. Especially when you're facing enemies that when you hit them, they restore a lot of SP back. Like the helicopter fleets. There's a bunch of enemies that actually give back a lot of SP. So attack prize plus is very important for someone who doesn't have an SP restore medal. Besides that, the gauntlets on the hand give you skill perk plus 6. And if we click on my avatar board right here, let's go to outfits real quick. Let's go to accessories. We're going to filter this into, I believe it's hands. And I'm going to put skill perk. Currently, you have skill perk from Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora Gloves, and Maleficent Dragon Snuggly gives you plus 3. I believe these gauntlets are the same thing as hands. It's gauntlets. It should be the same thing as these accessories. So if you already have a plus 6, check like this. If you do, you don't really need that skill perk. but the skill perk on the gauntlets is pretty nice. And again, the avatar itself looks really, really good. I like it a lot. Again, like I said before, 3 skills, magic gem, which means you can get 2 magic gems here. If you guys need magic gems, it's another way of getting it if you're not completing the weekly gem quest. Like I told you, magic gems, power gems, speed gems, they are everywhere. Avatar boards, high value, more value than pulling and guilty medals, because without a proper skill, those medals will only do so much. Not really higher value, but I weigh them both the same. If you have a guilty medal, you need an avatar board. It goes hand in hand. Those are the 2 things that is necessary to have the best damage possible. Attack, boost, max skills, guaranteed. So, spent a lot of time on that, but avatar boards are very important, and you guys need to find a way to realize for yourself, do I need this or I don't need that? So hopefully that information helped you decide if you guys need that. Anybody who's been around and you have all the attack boosts laying around in your inventory, great. But attack boost 5 max, always have 1 on reserve for high score challenges. So let's continue on into this reverse medal challenge, which is the whole bait I'm talking about. Like, hey, there's a reverse banner going on. We have reverse boosters. Your reverse medals will do super damage right now. Help you complete everything. Yada, yada, yada. We can do without. It's totally fine. But everything that's going on right now, I'm excited for because there's more content. So reverse medal challenge, I don't know how hard it is. I'll probably do a video on my free-to-play account like I usually do. Even if it's not to help you guys, if you don't get information off it, I'm just going to hang out and have some fun and just play it. Let's see what it is. It's some new content. I'm interested. So it's here until February 1st. We got plenty of time to play this, guys, so don't worry about it. If you can't get in the first day, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a new update on Monday or Wednesday or even the Thursday that's going to give us better medals, or medals are going to help you pass this. So the conditions are we can only use reverse medals. I think we get a total of like 90 jewels, 3 magic brooms, and a couple magic mirrors. It's not crazy amount of rewards, but it's nice enough that it's new content and it's free. There's magic brooms, magic mirrors, and jewels. It's all free. Doesn't matter how small it is. It's better than nothing. It's new content, new freebies. I'm happy about this. Like proud mode, special rules for which keyblades and or medals you can use will be in effect. At this reverse medal challenge, only reverse medals will be allowed. Each of the permanent keyblades are obtainable through proud mode if you haven't gotten them already. So we have 0 AP right now. Like I told you before, even if you can't 3 Mickey head proud mode, go straight to the target and complete it. That's what I did in my free-to-play account. I don't have a lot of time to play 2 accounts, so what I did was just sprint through proud mode, and you guys can see I didn't 3 Mickey head all of these quests. There's some quests I did, but the majority is just to progress through proud mode to grab the keyblades, and that's it. And if you look at my keyblades, the levels of my keyblades aren't super high. If you look at my Darkna, +9. My Missing Ache, +13. My Counterpoint, it's not level up at all. Well, Counterpoint, what's the other one? Missing Ache, Darkna, and I don't even have Diamond Dust yet. That was the one I was looking for, Diamond Dust. I don't own Diamond Dust yet, but it doesn't matter. As long as you have the Keyblade, you can do those quests. You can level them up slowly, eventually get the Mickey heads, but while there is 0 AP, sprint through proud mode, get those free jewels, get whatever you can along the way, and just get all the keyblades unlocked, because when there's no 0 AP, it just takes so long. I know you have to retrace your steps eventually, but you might not be strong enough right now to do proud mode, so it's best to do that. So with that being said, let's go look at the quest real quick to see what the first thing is. I'm going to give you guys some quick advice just to help you out rolling on this. So reverse medal challenge, when we click on one, you guys are going to see, so yeah, here we go. There's 1, 2, and 3. Level 990 looks interesting. So the 3 magic brooms, 90 jewels, and 3 magic mirrors. That's what I think I read somewhere. So this one, you have to use a Darkna. This one, you need this Keyblade to play this quest. So I have to do this quest for Diamond Dust. And then we have Trickmaster, which is obviously the Missing Ache. So big advice right here, guys. If I forget to do the update video right away, your copycat medals are the best thing you guys can do. Now you see how we can only use Darkna here. Let's say all you have is this Xion here, AC Xion Gilted. So what you guys want to do is put AC Xion on the best slot, a 3.00, only a level 9 Darkna, and then you get your upright medal. Even though you can't use your upright medal, let's go for my buffer here, which is my 0.2 carry. Let's put 0.2, not 0.2 carry. Let's go for a really good attack medal that I have that's upright. Let's just say my best attack medal is my upright medal. Let's put that upright medal in front of it. Even though we can't activate this medal, you can copy that medal with this medal. So like Proud Mode, copycat medals are very, very valuable. Copy your best medal. Even if it's not guilted, let's say you just have a powerful medal that's not guilted, like right here. Illustrated Halloween Goofy. When you use a copycat medal to copy that Goofy will have all these orbs filled. It will have its max criteria. So over here, it's a 4.13 multiplier. When it's actually copied by Shion here, he'll be that much higher. Now, I believe Goofy is a tier 7, so it's going to go down a rank. It's totally fine. Even though he's not guilted, it will be a fully guilted copy of Goofy if you had orbs in that Goofy. It's the same thing. So that's a way to cheat around it. Use your copycat medals to use your strongest medal. Even though if the medal's not guilted, it's still fine. Even though we can't use Goofy, we can copy Goofy and use them. So that's a good tip. Don't worry too much about it. I'll put on a guide, some easy ways, some good setups. But that's the first tip I want to give everyone. Hopefully that helps you guys out. And now let's talk about the shop. Let's go to the shop and let's look at this reverse medal deal. Now, we just had a falling price deal that's value was so much better in jewel sense, because the falling price deal would drop down to 1900 and you would get 2 medals for the price of 1900 at minimum, where over here you're only guaranteed 1 medal every 1500. So technically the falling price deal was such better value because 2 medals at 1900 jewels is better than pulling twice here 2 medals for 3000 jewels. This has lower value than the falling price that we just had, but that falling price deal had a bigger selection of medals, so it wasn't guaranteed to get the best ones. The Hercules, the Vanitas, whatever you guys needed from there, whatever you were aiming for. There was such a big pool that it was hard to really only do a couple pulls and gilt something. You had to pull quite a bit, maybe up to 5 times, and you didn't want to pull 5 times, but it took you 5 times to gilt Hercules or gilt one of those really incredible medals. Here, we only got a pool of 5, so it turns out a little bit better. It's a little more expensive than that last banner, but it's a really good banner. A lot of you guys can say these are bait banners, but these are top tier medals right now, and 2, even 3 of those medals are currently going to be medals that will carry you through the game for a long time. Copycat medals and Zexion are incredible medals. Now, a lot of you guys question the whole Zexion thing and how if you have if you have Shion EX or Kairi EX, it's not really needed. You don't need a tanky medal. There's going to be a situation you need a tanky medal, but there's a lot of players out there you got to realize that don't have Shion EX or Kairi EX. I've showed you my free-to-play weekly gem quest how valuable Zexion is. He is an incredible medal and will help you survive quests that seem near impossible. You will tank everything, especially if you copy a Zexion. If you cast 2 Zexion in 1 turn, come back with second chance, on your next turn, you're going to have 4 stacks of enemies attack down and all that attribute defense up. It's incredible how powerful that medal is for someone who doesn't have Shion EX or Kairi EX. So, let's go to the deal. The deal is here for, again, you have a week. This is only a week. If you do not have any of these medals gilted, these will change your game. Even the Pete, even the Larxene, they're still very good medals, especially because the pool is so small. If you get extra attack on any of these medals, maybe not Larxene, but any of these medals, your game will improve. Pete, that's ×2 reverse strength up buffer if you guys can do that. So, it's you also get a chance of getting these medals boosted, which is good and bad for people good for anyone that doesn't have these medals yet. If you get a boosted one, if you are planning to pull and keep on polling, do not gilt anything until you are done polling, because if you pull gilt a medal and then you pull again, you pull a boosted one of that medal, you just lost that gilt and traits. Do not gilt or trait anything until you are done polling, because you might pull a boosted medal, and a boosted medal has to be the initial one that you fuse the other medals into, or you don't get that boost. And if you already traded a medal, those traits do not carry over. Do not trait or gilt your medal until you know you're done spending jewels. It's important. Trust me, it's gonna happen. So, with that all being said, you have a chance at a boosted one. Out of all this, you get 1 medal. It comes pre-orbed, which makes this banner incredible, having these guys pre-orbed, which means very quick gilts, very easy traits, only a 5 medal pull. Even if you guys only pull Larxene, if you get proper traits on her, you're laughing. Zexion, if you get proper traits on him, you're laughing. Let me pull up my little thing that I always pull up for you guys, which is my slideshow. Pete number 1. Again, if you get extra attack on this medal, you have yourself part of Xion EX's buff, which is that very important part, which is a ×2 reversed buff. That's very important. Even that ×1, guys, will make a big difference in your game when you're using a reverse setup. Because Pete's 1 reverse up is the best buff after strength. So it's reverse and upright strength buffs, and then strength buffs, and then so on and so on. These are the best buffs in the game. Even though he's not top tier, 13 point something multiplier. Guys, 11.34 multiplier is incredible. And he inflicts more damage to higher slot number. So the end of the Keyblade, after all your buffs, at the end of the Keyblade 5th slot, he's going to do immense damage. 11.34 is still no joke. It's not top tier, but it is the average. It's above average just a little bit. Anything at 10 is average. Anything at 11 is getting better. 12 is like B class, and then 13 multiplier is like A plus. You know what I mean? So 11.34 is not bad at all. If you guys watch my high score challenge run, I use Axel EX, and he only has an 8.36 multiplier, and he still deals a lot of damage. So do not look at these medals and there's bad medals. If you're new, if you don't have a lot of gilted medals, this banner is amazing. Anybody who already has these medals gilted, do not chase traits. If you're going for traits for extra attack on your copycat medals, yes, this banner is good, but at the same time, we might get a banner that's just full of copycat medals only. So you kind of want to save your jewels for that, but that might not ever happen. Hashtag Bruce. So let's just go into this with knowing that if you haven't gilted any of these, here's a chance to clean up and get a really good setup. Pete, 3 general defense down for everybody. It's AoE, and that reverse strength up is really good. 11.34 multiplier is incredible, even if you're only buffing with the ducktail medals or 0.2 carry. So not a bad medal, guys. You guys keep saying it's bad, but it fits beautifully on the fairy stars around your other medals. It's gonna do damage. Don't take this medal for granted, especially if you're new. Second medal here is, like I said, HD Zexion is incredible. 1 general attack down on the enemy every turn for 2 turns is 2 down is incredible. Not even that, he lowers the general defense down, and he gives you 4 attribute of every single one: power, speed, and magic. So he's a buffer, and he buffs your defense along with lowering the enemy's attack. 2 attribute defense up plus the general attack down on the enemy means you will not be touched by level 1000 mobs easily, especially if you have a defense boost 4 or even lower than that. Zexion is a huge part of turtle strategies that go for quests that don't have to be completed in 1 turn. Very powerful. And like I talked about Pete, that 11.88 multiplier is not a joke either. That is good damage. Very good damage. Fits on so many keyblades like the fairy star's 2nd slot. You guys have incredible power right there, and all it has to do is inflict more damage the more gauges are full. So 10 SP or more. So if you activate them and you have 10 SP, you're getting that full multiplier of 11.88, and that's not including boosters. That's not including Pete's reverse strength buff. That's not including any of that. 11.88 is super powerful and will help you in so much. So that's Zexion, and then we got Larxene. She's a tier 6 in this. It does not matter. Look at that tier 6 multiplier. 13.61. She is top tier multiplier. Her condition's a little bit harder. It's the more special attacks used in succession. So you have to waste a total of 10 SP, I believe, including herself. If you use medals attack boost max and SP gauge, it doesn't count. It only counts whatever the SP gauge is. So if it's attack boost 4 max SP gauge 1, you only use 1 SP. Even if that medal counts costs like 7 to cast, the game will only register 1 SP used towards her condition for her multiplier. So you have to waste a total of 10 SP to get that multiplier. So you can make a really good Keyblade set to have her do a lot of damage, especially on the Divine Rose. Genie into her. If you guys don't use Genie with an SP gauge, you're wasting 7 SP and you're restoring 4. That's 7 SP towards her condition. It's a very good setup and it works out beautifully. She is an incredible AoE damage dealer when you hit that 13.61. Without it, 8.37 is quite low, but again, with the right buffs and debuffs, you're laughing, especially with the reverse booster right now. She is the weakest one out of all of them if you do not have a way to get 10 SP, but she is definitely not a bad medal if you can make that condition of 10 SP cost. So I did make a little cutout for Vanitas or Xion there, because you guys know if you pull Vanitas and Xion and you get negative 60s plus 1000, if you get extra attack, you my tablet's dying, of course. You get your game changes so much. That Vanitas and that Xion will never, ever, ever be useless. Okay? Nominate tier 5 all the way back. She is still good. Key Art Sky's beginning bonds, they are still good. Copycat medals always will have value. They'll copy your best buffer, they'll become your strongest medals, they'll be everything. They complete decks that just don't work by themselves. Your Fairy Star can become an all upright Keyblade set if you put that Xion on the 4th slot, copying your upright speed medal. That Vanitas, again, can make any setup like the Counterpoint into an all upright Keyblade. You know what I mean? Copycat medals never lose value. You pull those medals, you get extra attack, you now have the best buffers in the game because you can copy your buffer 3 times in 2 medals. That is huge amount of power. If you get negative 60s on these, now you have just destroyers of Coliseum and every quest that comes out. If you get plus 1000s, you have your new MVP medal for high score challenges, because you can copy the best multiplier off your friend medal, or copy their new medal that's a percentage medal, or just copy your best single target medal and have them fully guilted, especially Vanitas as a tier 7 with plus 1000. That gives you more score in high score challenges. So this banner is a lot of good, but fair warning guys, do not chase traits. That is so much RNG that is not even worth it. 1, you have 5 medals. If you're going for the copycat medals, that's only a 2 out of 5 chance to pull them. So you can pull Pete and never see a Xion or a Vanitas. And when you finally go after the pulls, and after 10 pulls, you finally pull your 1 Vanitas and you fuse that Vanitas into yours and you get a sleep resist, you just wasted 30,000 jewels. Because really, you didn't increase your game. You just literally threw 30,000 jewels into a Vanitas that now has sleep resist. Think about that. Do not chase traits. Now, if it's what you want and it makes you happy, then go for it. If you're not going to regret it after, but put that in your mindset. If I pull and I waste 15,000 jewels and all I get is traits and all my traits are bad, will I regret this? No, because I tried. At least I tried. If you have that personality, then go for it. Do what you want to do. You might get lucky. But if you have the type of personality that this will make you rage quit, I wouldn't recommend chasing traits. So, that's pretty much everything for this update. Just to end this off, I just had to stream with everyone playing Monster Hunter World. I am going to be looking into that. Monster Hunter World, playing the beta right now for that and Dissidia and Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I've been playing those betas. Those are going to be new series on my channel or my streams. Currently playing Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix Proud Mode on stream as well. So if you guys haven't realized already, I have been streaming. I'm pretty sure you guys see it by the uploads I've been doing, but I have been enjoying that so much. And I always want to take a moment to say thank you guys for being there and for all the support. It has been absolutely amazing. If you guys want to join me, I will be streaming tonight and tomorrow. I have Friday, Saturday off, so I will be streaming throughout the day at random times. My usual streaming time is 12 a.m. Eastern, so that is the best time to actually catch me streaming, because that's when I have free time. Besides that, it might pop up here and there. Besides that, guys, again, thank you so much for all the support to all my videos, all the likes you guys been hitting, subscribing, comments, talking with me, communication. The community has been absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful to be part of it. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.